I do want to get into the fact that I believe you are a fantasy football player. Is that a true story, Jodie Foster?
I am. I did not play last year because of the present administration was, I had to be on the top of that. And you can't get all those alerts all at once. It was just too much for me.
Too many badges on your phone,
yes,
too many alerts
exactly.
on your phone.
I had to choose. I don't know. I think this year I'm going to choose fantasy for sure.
Well, I mean, it's an escape, though, right? I mean, when you say...
I would not call it an escape. I would call it a hyper-focused art form.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Fantasy football is a hyper-focused
If you're going to do it, you want to win.
Okay. Have you been so fortunate to win a fantasy league?
I came in second.
Who are you in a fantasy league with?
A bunch of 16-year-olds. Yeah. Who else?
Like a random league?
Yeah. And I have to say, I do enjoy. None of them will trash talk with me because, you can do that thing where you sort of type in, like, you're going down, or...
Right.
And nobody will do that. They're just very polite.
16-year-olds being polite in a fantasy. So what's your team name? What was your fantasy team name? Do you recall?
I can't tell you.
Why
I'd
not?
have to kill you if I told you. And plus, I don't even remember.
Okay, because I would love to know. I mean, because that's most of the fun that we thought that...
Is it? That's most of the fun?
It kind of is.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but you finished in second.
I did come in second.
Do you recall who was on your team?
Well, I got seriously burned by Todd Gurley. It was his first, season with the Rams. He disappointed me pretty severely. That was a bad year to be holding Todd Gurley the entire time.
2 years ago would have been the time to pay attention to politics and leave Todd Gurley alone.
Exactly.
Last year would have been the time to have Todd Gurley and leave politics. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I got it wrong.
I feel like I'm stating the obvious here, so I apologize.
I got it wrong. What can I tell you?
Okay, so Gurley burned you in that year.
He did.
Okay. Do you have a real football team that you love?
Yes.
Okay.
I love the Green Bay Packers.
How'd that come about, Jodie?
Somebody gave me a cheese head, and it was all over.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all it took.
Who was it? Was it De Niro? Was it De Niro? De Niro gave you a cheese head? Who gave you the cheese head?
No, I have a friend of mine who has like an inn with them. So it was not just a cheese head, but it was a cheese head everything. So there was like a cheese mug, and there was a cheese ring, and there was a cheese headband. And
okay, so you got into that.
The cheese like dog outfits.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been to Lambeau Field? Have you ever been there?
I never have.
It's unbelievable.
That's what I've heard.
Because you're just in there. It's a Midwest town, and you're driving down a road, and there's a gas station, there's a Kmart. There is the cathedral of football where Lombardi used to play. And
I can dream. If I do well, if I do pretty well in fantasy, maybe I'll head out there.
You can do such a thing.
I've decided I discovered Davante Adams. So, because I had him the whole year. So he's my guy. I call him my man, Davante.
Does he know that?
He doesn't know that. Maybe he'll know it now.
Okay. Have you ever met Aaron Rodgers? You ever come across him?
Aaron Rodgers.
I think the two of you, even though we've just chatted just briefly now, I think the two of you would hit it off.
You think?
I do.
Wow. Okay.
I absolutely do, because I'm sure he's seen all your films.
I know how to chillax. He better not know how to chillax next year. That's all I have to say.
It's true.
Cracking the whip.
And he is also interested in things other than football. He's one of those guys that will be able to talk about anything.
Oh, good.
He is that. So now
I have a lot of opinions about a lot of things.
How about Favre? Have you ever met Favre?
I've never met Favre.
Have you ever met a Green Bay Packer?
I've never met a Green Bay Packer.
We need to make these dreams come true.
Okay.
If that is exactly what you're looking for.
Yes, I am.
Jodie Foster here on the Rich Eisen Show.
But Jordy Nelson. I can meet Jordy Nelson now that he's no longer.
Yes, Jordy Nelson's just a hop, skip, and a jump up to Oakland.
Yes.
Now, interesting that there are some in Oakland, in the black hole, the vaunted black hole with all those fans, who do have a Hannibal Lecter type look to them.
Is that right?
I'm saying you might go back down a little bit of memory lane when you see some of these folks out there.
Okay.
They've got masks.
Okay.
I don't know what they're like, with a Chianti or anything like that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, if it works for the team, it's all good by me.
I like it.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.